channel is for entertainment purposes only, not to be taken as legal advice. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Wow. It was been a great weekend. It was a busy weekend for us at Creditor Academy. As many of you know, the learning management system, the entire academy and the modules is up and available right now. What a phenomenal effort my team has made to put these courses, curated courses together. Very, very important that we got this done ahead of time. So now everything's going smoothly. All students have access to the courses, to the modules, to the step-by-steps, and to what is the first course of the Academy freshman year, which is called Sovereignty 101. Sovereignty 101. Today's going to be a big topic today. I titled it big because it's all about do this before paying another bill. Do this. What is this? I'm going to be very specific about it. I'm really going to go into detail, and I'm going to make sure that we get you guys on the right train of thought, because it's the same thing we teach here at the Academy. I had a great question before the start of this today's lesson today. Hano Bay, it's good to see you again, my friend.
Thank you.
So go ahead and ask me your question one more time if you could.
The question was, did you have any more success stories from the people who graduated or are currently in the trust business class?
Yes.
From Charles Schwab.
Absolutely. Whether it's Charles Schwab or any bank, right? You don't care if it's Charles Schwab.
Yeah, the reason why I said Charles Schwab, because you originally noted you have 10. When you first gave it out, you said you have 10 people who had success with Charles Schwab. That's the only reason I mentioned it specifically.
Cool. Perfect. Not a problem. Not a problem. That was a long, long time ago when I can still remember all the new students that make you smile. So yeah, so there is a latest update with that. And now here's the great thing about the Academy. I've touched on this many of different times is, a lot of the times when you hear from an organization, Paul Michael, I signed up for this one organization's courses, their classes. I watched their videos on YouTube, and they said if I joined their organization and if I paid for their courses and if I showed up to all their classes, they would show me how to discharge something or become a success. At Creditor Academy, we have an entirely different approach. You see, if someone is a professional in an industry and they have the years of study and knowledge on the subject, and you're coming to them to ask them for a service, then why doesn't the professional that has all the knowledge just do the discharging for you? Why is it that you need to learn yourself how to discharge when you have the professional teacher right in front of you? He knows the complete step-by-step. And honestly, because he is the professional, he'll probably make fewer errors, right? You can't say, oh, if you only would have read this one chapter. Oh, if you would have only known about this one document that would have got taken care of all your discharging worries, then you could have gotten your remedy. No, here at Creditor Academy, we do not care if you're part of the Academy or not. A lot of people are searching for remedy. So we start with remedy. We have a 99% success rate. Is it guaranteed? As is such as life, it is not. And really, it's the topic of conversation that we're going through today. So Hano Bay, I'll answer you this. So Hano Bay is talking about bankers connections, which was with Charles Schwab, which is it's a tough cookie to crack. I remember I was talking about that months and months and months ago. And getting an established bankers connection is all about having the banker work with you to utilize negotiable instruments for discharging. This is still a true statement. You can get the banker's connections. I've got my own banker's connection. You can establish yourself as well. The issue with that is when I had developed the Academy is it's too inconsistent because it's so based off of relationships and presenting yourself in such a way. I just said, how do I make it so then every common man can go ahead and confidently discharge something without going through a rigorous studying material, without reading 20, 30 different books, without paying for all these different courses and programs? And how do we do it regardless of the bank, whether it's Charles Schwab, Wells Fargo, Chase Bank, and all of them? Make it so then discharging is equal for everybody, Well, we have that answer now. And this is why a lot of people trust us at the Academy thereafter. If you are in massive debt, let me say what that is. Let me give you some examples. If you're in credit card debt, if you're in student loan debt, if you have a bankruptcy, if you have foreclosures on your property, if you have late payments and collection notices, if you have negative remarks from loans that you could not pay back, if you had a car repossession, and so on and so on and so on, even court things and whatnot, and it's negatively affected you because every time you try to operate in life, these banks and people who would hand out lines of credit or loans to you see all these negative marks, then we need to address those. We need to discharge them as if they never happened. This approach that we have taken at Creditor Academy has really brought on hundreds of individuals to us. We are full-time, stacked to the max. We have Ryan, who is the credit restoration, and also we have other staff members that help as well. And what we have been doing is we've been taking all of your guys' situations, dealing with them, coming up with a custom plan, and getting huge results from it. You see, if you're looking for remedy and to get yourself out of a situation, I mean, it's tough enough to try to go to school. I remember when I was in nursing school, it was tough enough with the bills, the overhead, my full-time job, to try to focus on class because I was so focused on trying to pay for the roof over my head. The stress of finances inhibits us from concentrating on what we need to learn. So let's get rid of the financial worry, the financial struggle. Let's put $20, $30, $40, $50,000 inside of your bank account with your unlimited credits that you can obtain, and let's just work off from there. And then you feel relaxed when you're in class with me, because now you have the ability to pay attention because you're not worrying about the light bill going off, or your house going into foreclosure, or your car being repossessed, or putting food on the table for your family. We have to start with remedies. So again, like I said, the title of today's video is "Do This Before Paying Another Bill." I can summarize it in one sentence. Pay with credit, not cash. Pay with credit, not cash. If you can pay on a credit, then I can help you. If you pay in cash, I can't help you. There is such a different world when it deals with credit than it is dealing with cash, because it's kind of like ACH bank transfers. As soon as it goes into the other individual's bank account, that's it. It's gone. You can't get it back. This is why a lot of people do that. Or they pay with a credit card, they can dispute the charges and get refunded, right? So I say pay with credit. That's the first thing. Here at Creditor Academy, with our new website, we cover this in the different years at our academy. I'm very excited about this website. It's been in development for a while, and now it is here. And we have our masterclass memberships where we have everything you need to go private all in one place. It's true. It's true. We have everything that you need to go private. Your masterclass membership is your launch point to finding out to your remedy and to your education. we have instant access to our #1 course, which I wanted to provide to everybody, which is called Sovereignty 101. You guys need to know the basics. If you're new to this movement, or maybe you've been doing it for a while and you're just like, hey, you know what? I don't feel like I ever had someone really lay out the basics for me. Let me tell you, Sovereignty 101 is a college level class. And I want to share with you what goes into the detail of one of our courses by sharing with you our flow chart here. Okay, so Sovereignty 101 is this. It is broken up into 5 different modules, okay? Module number 1 is understanding sovereignty and government authority. The outcome is we analyze the concepts of sovereignty, its interaction with government authority, and how the legal frameworks shape individual rights, governance, and protections. We just module 1 is broken up into 5 units. 5 units, okay? Sovereignty and governance, sovereign immunity, challenges to sovereignty, and all that. Each unit is broken up into their each individual lesson plans. So this is unit 1. We just saw that. Unit 1 that we just reviewed is called Sovereignty and Governance. Sovereignty and governance is broken down just in that 1 unit into 15 lessons. We talk about equal protection, understanding legal guarantee of equal protection, how to figure it all out, navigating sovereignty-related legal complexities. We talk about how private versus public, understanding the divide, and all of that. It is a very comprehensive course as we go through. Then we go through unit number 2. There's an additional 13 lesson plans within that. And then there's another 9 lesson plans within the 3rd unit and all that. All of this is to say that this is just in 1 module. This is just in module 1. We take your learning seriously. And at Creditor Academy, learning the basics is of the utmost importance. So continuing on, then we go on to module 2, defending sovereignty and preserving personal freedom. This is where you guys need help in defense. Some of you are doing court cases. Some of you got credit issues or something like that. But what we need to do is we need to analyze the strategies for resisting government overreach, protecting our personal sovereignty, and effectively engaging with legal and administrative systems. Once again, this is broken up into different units, up to 9 units in module 2. That means in module 2, I'll click this button right here. This is module 1. Here's module 2. There are 10 lesson plans just in module 1 or unit 1. There's another 9 in number 2, another 12 in unit 3, another 12 in unit 4, and another 10 in unit 5. Okay. Actually, this is even more in depth. We've added quite a bit in the over the weekend. So actually, we don't stop at 5. We actually continue on 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, this is university level. This is why I hired master degree instructional designers to put this course together, and me and them worked together to put together this curated plan, and a lot of love and effort went into it. Then we have module 3. This is introduction to law. Okay, you evaluate the fundamental principles of law, justice, sovereignty, rights, jurisdiction, and administrative law, and apply them to safeguard individual freedom and limit government overreach. This is a foreshadowing of sophomore year. Everything inside of Sovereignty 101 not only gives you the fundamentals, but we foreshadow what you're going to be learning in more detail as you go out through the academy. Once again, these are different units: purpose and corruption of law, the concept of judgment, legal principles of sovereignty, and all that. And remember, all of these units have sub lessons. So let's click on module 3. Here's unit 1. look at all, you got 9 lessons within unit 1. This isn't like, oh, Paul Michael's got, 8 little unit modules or anything. I mean, in total, this entire course of the Academy, if you look at the course overview, will take you anywhere between 150 to 180 hours to complete just the modules. That's not including your instructors. That's not including the Monday through Friday live classes where I give you a video presentation, I give you a PowerPoint, I discuss the lesson plan in a broad way, I do a questions and answers section, and I also give case study examples. That's on top of your modules for Sovereignty 101. And those are live, and you get to, what's great about that is you get interaction with your community. So let's keep on going. I'm not done yet. So now we go into module 4, process to restore and defend personal sovereignty. We equip individuals with knowledge and strategies that are necessary to reclaim, protect, and maintain your personal sovereignty against government overreach, taxation, and privacy intrusion. Again, more units, up to 5 units. When you look at the 5 units in module, what was that just again? Geez, I'm forgetting already. There's so many. 4. There's 4 This is module number 4. Let's click on number 4. 4, you look at each of the units. There are 8 lesson plans. There's 17 lesson plans in unit 2. There's 16 units in lesson 3. And then there's 17 lessons in unit 4. And then there's 11 in unit 5. And actually, if I recall, we added, those are the full 5 units. Then we finally get to the meat of it. This is the last module that we have for Sovereignty 101. And it's module 5. It's legal and defense litigation. You need to understand and apply legal defense strategies to protect your personal sovereignty, to navigate the tax litigation process, also foreshadowing into sophomore year, and challenge government overreach through administrative and judicial means. So again, another total of 5 units, understanding the tax litigation process, procedural rules in tax litigation, defense and offensive legal strategies, and all of that. And once again, when you look at the blueprint of module 5, each one of those units has 9 lesson plans inside of them. Here we go. 9 lesson plans. Then there's another 9 lesson plans in unit 2. There's another 9 lesson plans in unit 3. There's another 9 lessons in unit 4. There's another 9 lessons in unit 5. So it's very, very comprehensive. We really want you to get the full view of how in depth our program is and what it's become. So all of this that I showed you, is really a really high value. Maybe other organizations to this level would charge you maybe $10,000, $12,000 or more for this level of professional course, and especially not just the modules, but including the instructor as well. I mean, this is a full-time instructor that's helping answer your questions and doing even further study and all that. So yeah, it might be 10. Some organizations might charge 10, charge 12,000 or even more. For us, it is included with your master class membership for a limited time for just $69 a month. It's revolutionary. I am really here to help get everybody learn about their sovereignty and be able to protect it. I remember my team was saying, are you going to charge for this class? And I just said, you know what? As long as they're a member, I think we should give it to them. And it's like, Paul Michael, this was a lot of work. We had 15 people work full-time for months on just this one course. And we got so many professionals to help put it together. And I just said, we got to give it to the public. We have to. It's too important for everybody to know this information and to have the basics. And what this also does as an advantage to you is it allows you to see the standard of the rest of the academy, as well as get involved with what's called a cohort. We have different cohorts. So you can follow along live in class with your cohort. We assign you a cohort at the beginning of every of the first month. You're assigned a cohort, and that's your group that you go with all the way until graduation. And so you develop long-time friendships and all of that. So it's really great. Now, I might have been able to show you all of this, information on what it is that we're providing of the academy. And you say, Paul Michael, that's great. You got units, you've got lesson plans and all that. But what does it look like? What does the back end of the academy look like? Well, it looks a lot like this. It looks a lot like this. A very professional and organized LMS system. Like I told you guys many of times before, I partnered with the biggest LMS system in the world. There is no learning management system better than the one that I partnered with. It's the same LMS that the University of Washington, Pennsylvania, the University of California, and many other universities offer. So there is over 5,000 capabilities within the platform itself, and we put it all to make it simple for you. So here's an example of an introduction to equal protection. For example, I wanted to pull this one up. And look how easy it is to navigate through the lesson plan. You're saying, wow, okay, a nice introduction. I'm going to learn about the framing of the 14th Amendment, the foundations of equal protection clause, connecting amendments, and all of that. And you know what I love is that even though that this is very well organized, honestly, one of the things that I get frustrated with when learning is so many gurus tell you to read a book, or you need to read this, or you need to read that. So I'm tired of reading. I'm tired of reading. So you can actually go through all of the courses here at Creditor Academy and actually not read one thing, but listen. We have immersive reader that
the
plays
14th Amendment and its revolutionary impact on U.S. constitutional law.
It plays it for you step by step. So then you can sit back because, I'm busy. You might be at work. You might be doing laundry. You might have a busy day. And now you can go ahead and go through all your lesson plans and listen to them audibly. We also have groups. We have an amazing freshman group. People post inside of here all of the time and connect with one another. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of members a part of the academy. It's really great because you also have a calendar of all the live classes. Like I told you guys, you get Sovereignty 101. That means you get a live class every single day, Monday through Friday, for you to learn from an instructor. And it is every day, and it's all nicely and conveniently located behind your dashboard. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. So I wanted to share that, guys, with you because I have been talking about this for quite some time, and now it's officially here. It's ready. If you haven't taken the first step into wanting to join our academy and learn what it means to be a sovereign capitalist, go ahead and join Creditor Academy today. We'd be excited to help you. Now, back to what I was discussing earlier, which is the big question. Do this before paying another bill. It's utilizing credit. If credit restoration and repairing is really discharging, there is no difference to me. Because if you spend an exorbitant amount of money through credit, you spend an exorbitant amount of money of credit, and you cannot pay it back, the only thing the reason why it's holding you back negatively is just because of the credit bureaus, the three ones: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. As soon as it is removed from your credit reporting agency, it doesn't exist anymore. Because whoever that you owe, whether it's a collections, if you owe somebody and a debt of some sort, the only way that the banks or the lenders can verify this information is if they see it on your credit report. If it's not on your credit report, it doesn't exist. And then they extend you new lines of credit and new lines of loans. You should not be inhibited in your life because of what a numbering system says about you online. I mean, it's so bad that individuals with high amounts of debt on their credit report that they have struggles paying off end up working 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 hour jobs, working for years to pay that off just so then they can get their head above water again. That's slavery. It was not ever intended for our founding fathers to create a nation of debtors. You need to get out of the debt position and into being a secured party. And this is why the second year of the academy is so important. It is the sophomore year of the Creditor Academy, which is become private. We learn how to step out of the public and establish your affairs in the private. We do your SPC, we do your status correction, and we give you your ID and badge, all the modernized version of what Patrick Devine taught. It's the modernized version of what Patrick Devine taught. Brilliant man. We all could not be here without him. And become private is an important step for that. Junior year is operate in the private. That's your business trust, your private membership associations. We talk about wholesale real estate. We talk about real estate and trust on side of there. You need to have entities by which you now operate through and separate yourself personally from that liability. You don't need the liability. The liability is what entraps you into the matrix. Because if you are entrapped inside of a legal obligation, now they've stopped you from being able to accomplish your dreams. Because you can't get access to loans, credit, you can't spend money how you want to better your personal life or your family's life or even your community's life. Finally, senior year is unlimited credit, which is being a capitalist. We unlock the secrets of accessing unlimited credit through trade lines, high limit credit cards, and through the credit bureaus. And let me tell you, once you start realizing, wow, this is how the Rockefellers were operating, this is what it means to operate in the private and not have any liabilities and be able to create and build things based off of your own vision and not what your administrator, your manager, or the owner of the company's vision is. You actually get to take control. I mean, it's a whole new way of living. It really is. It's a whole new way of living. So you need to do this before you pay another bill. You need to get remedy now. You need to stop whatever it is you're doing. Stop reading these books. Don't take another Sovereignty 101 course. Stop trying to research these different processes. Stick with the thing that works almost guaranteed 99% of the time. And that's removing it from your credit report. Discharge it from the history of the credit bureaus and go to the bank and say, show me the money. I love that movie. I love that movie. Show me the money. What are they going to tell you? No. We're like, oh, I'm sorry. We don't give credit to people with high credit scores. We don't do that anymore. Right? Oh, I'm sorry. We can't give you multiple lines of credit cards or anything like that. They do. That's what we call stacking. Stacking. All you do is a lot of you, maybe you got 1, 2, 3, 4 credit cards. If you really want to know this credit game, you got to know credit card stacking. You do. It's so important. When you have credit card stacking, that creates depth to your credit profile. The more depth that you have to the profile, the higher credit limits that you can go ahead and get. And how difficult is it to deepen your credit profile? It's as simple as filling out a credit card application. If you've never filled out a credit card application, it's the easiest thing to do. It really is. It takes no time at all. Maybe 10, 15 minutes. Do one a day. Do one a day. Something like that. After you've deepened your credit profile and you really shown your credit worthiness, now go ahead and utilize that to pay all your bills, from going forward to now on. And you'll start getting a glimpse into what it's like to operate in the private. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense. And it's also very simple. It's very simple. So the goal here at Creditor Academy is to equip you, not to make you broke. We're not here to exploit you with templates and endless books to learn. We really want you to succeed. And in my humble opinion, I believe that succeeding is really to put you first in a position to in an environment where you can succeed. If you're too worried about paying your overhead costs for your apartment, or maybe you're having trouble even getting into an apartment or a safer area, we need to focus on that first. Sovereignty 101 is great. The sophomore year of Become Private is amazing with huge benefits. I love Operate in the Private because you're separating everything from your own personal liability, and senior year of unlimited private credit for your private entities, is life-changing. But none of that matters unless your house at home is in order. The dean of nursing, before I went into the nursing program, said this to me. They said, Paul Michael, there is nothing more important than a roof over your head and food on your table and security for your family. It's like the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? And I agreed with her. And that's why it's not that people weren't smart enough to get into the nursing program, but people weren't in a position to even start their nursing program because people at home, their own lives weren't in order. So must be with you. Before you take the step with the academy, let's get your court in order. If you're excited and you want to join Sovereignty 101, if you're excited about Masterclass, if you're just like, you know what, Paul Michael put it all on the line. He's showing me how professional he's claiming that his courses and his structure and his education is. I'll try him out for a month. What do you got to lose? It's amazing. So we would be excited for that. If you want to sign up as a Masterclass member, you can go to www.creditoracademy.com. You have to type that in specifically, www.creditoracademy.com, and you'll see our new website that is up and live right now for you to join our Masterclass. And I'm excited that you do. And next time, before you pay a bill, start asking yourself, am I paying this off being a debtor or a secured party with my credit? You got to start thinking that way. And your life will change. What do you think? All right, we'll go to questions if there are any. Noble Soul, let's go to you.
Hey, it's Adele.
Right.
Hey, yeah. So I couldn't remember, what's the email address I emailed to get a login to the LMS?
What's the email address to log into the email? There's a contact us. There's a little contact us button on our website.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Because I can't wait to get in. I can't wait to get started. I just don't have a password or whatever. So I take it that somebody will give me a.
Absolutely. And you already paid for Masterclass?
Well, I've paid for the SPC. So does that mean I get access to the platform if I'm doing the SPC?
Oh, I'm actually glad that you mentioned that. For all the people who got the sophomore, junior, and senior year, your grandfather, you're going to get the whole program for the modules that we're setting up for that.
Oh, great.
And you get all the instructors and everything. The only requirement will be that you maintain your masterclass membership. And what that does is it just supports the platform and the instructors who are there to teach you is all.
No problem. No problem.
Cool. Awesome. So yeah, as soon as that is paid, guaranteed a representative will reach out to you and send you the login information.
Okay, so if I join the masterclass and pay the monthly fee for the masterclass, is the SPC classes live in there yet, or are they a little bit
they are already live. We have them on a weekly basis. Right now, some of the classes are 2 days a week. Sovereignty 101 is 5 days a week. Sophomore, junior, and senior year are going to be 5 days a week as well. In the coming weeks, we're actually training new instructors who will be teaching those classes, which they're very excited about. They're like, wow, this is great information.
Okay, cool. All right. I know what to do then. Thank you.
Absolutely. Elle, good to see you. Let's go to you.
Yes, sir. I have two things to say. First, I didn't get an email, and I need to know, once I do get the email, am I still grandfathered in, or is this
you got everything? Actually, if anything, you get Sovereignty 101, you got your business trust, you have all the trade lines, credit course, and stuff like that. We are asking for a master class membership, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much
do I have to well, never mind, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to just make a comment to one thing you were saying about credit. With Discover right now, I am and they're reviewing to see if they're going to give me the credits that of the $1,996.47, because I circled, what I did is I circled the information that they said that if you have an error and you feel as though that there's a credit due to you, I circled all of that information and I wrote it in a letter, so they can't deny what they wrote. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So they're reviewing it. They're reviewing it right now. So I told them, I said, well, I'm here. I'm coming in good faith and in honor and peacefully. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to go ahead on and pay the minimum payment until you all come to a conclusion, for the credits to make it a zero balance. So I'm waiting to see what they're going to do.
Well, that sounds amazing. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm trying. And I did hear from Fidelity. They want me to, it took like 6 months before they got back to me.
Oh, man.
They said that they just needed to talk to me about some information, and all it needs to do is to talk on the phone. So I just got that letter Saturday. So I just wanted to let you know I'm moving right along.
I love it. Progress is a day at a time, right? And it's actionable steps, and you're taking action. You're so consistent, Elle. That's what I love about it.
Yes, I'm trying.
And ain't nobody pushing you aside.
Well, that's right. Well, you know what it is. I've gone to college and I've taken master.
Yeah.
Got a master, so I know how to deal with people. You know what I'm saying? And social work helped a lot too. But I just wanted to let you know that I am still consistent, even though you may not see the progress. I'm doing things little by little.
I know what that's like. I know what that's like. Well, thank you all. I appreciate that. Chris Ross.
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, absolutely. Chris Ross, let's go to you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Common law copyright at the top of it.
I would look forward to talking to that in class, but now is not. This isn't the time to talk about it. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll be excited too. You know what? That's why I have the modules too, because the status correction, the SPC, what I've always really yearned for is I've seen people try to break down the SPC and the status correction, and the documentation for the most part is pretty self-explanatory. but it's the utilization of this paperwork. So what we're doing with the modules is we're taking all of the documents of the SPC and we're spreading it out. So we take it into sections. So we talk about the document, the importance of it, how it's, utilized, and how it helps you with your administrative process for discharging, for any other remedy, for your administrative process, for court proceedings or something like that, because it's all about jurisdiction. A lot of it's about jurisdiction, and a lot of it's about who the secured party creditor is. So we established that very clearly. On top of the modules, when you have your live instructor, we go into even more detail and we give you case studies. This is how our paperwork has been utilized in this situation and that. It's very frustrating when I went to organizations and I would fill out their templates. I would read their books. I would listen to a few of their YouTube videos, but I always felt like, man, like, how does this apply to my given situation? And the ability to ask questions in class given to your personal situation is the personal touch that we want to have. Access to a live individual on a day-to-day basis that you can ask these questions to, because as a student, you're here to learn and soak it all in. So we're happy to do that. Tosca, let's go to you.
What's going on?
What's going on?
David? I'm in Mexico right now, Tijuana, getting dental work done. Yeah, credit didn't kick in quick enough. I had to make another FRN decision. Pesos in this situation.
That's you got to, especially with the sun that you're experiencing.
That part.
Yeah.
Guess what? I got some good news and something I want to add to class. I hope you guys can hear me.
First, come into your phone a little bit more. Come into your phone a little closer if you could.
Oh, let me take this off. Hold on. Okay, can you hear me better now?
Oh, loud and clear. That's great. Thank you.
Good deal. So listen, I did, I had to take a pause because I had to study all the beautiful stuff that you got. Now that you have everything streamlined, I'm probably like a sophomore, maybe a junior in the course, but I'm going to check out the website and see what's going on. Good news update. Got the green card back. Was able to put together, that was a bingo. In talks with Chase Bank now. What I noticed that they try to do is use your account for you to be able to, I guess we want to say, set off or discharge debt.
Right.
And if you're going to bank with them, or you're going to allow them to take over your account and do, or your whatever your responsibilities are, I think it's a good union when you don't really understand and it's less mistakes. Yeah. But I think your course is the best one when you want to understand how to do for yourself. Like, I've been on somebody's boot forever. I want to be by myself now, doing it on my own, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. I mean, you don't need a teacher anymore. You've become the teacher, so.
There you go. And it's amazing. When I saw the green card, I thought about you because, Paul, it took like 90 days, right?
Yeah.
When me and Lee got it back, we were like, wait till we tell Paul. You would have thought we got a black card, like what Pat said. It just went bananas. But I think the one question I need a real answer from you is, when you're in that position, we're in the position now as the creditor, correct?
Correct.
And we are in charge of our straw man, correct?
Correct.
Okay, never an owner, but definitely in charge, because you'll hear Patrick say, we're the fucking owners. And if they don't like it, kill the
No, we're the owners. Exactly.
Okay, so we are definitely there. I just wanted to make sure. Good luck with everything. Kiss the baby. I know you're becoming a new dad. I know you're going to be an amazing daddy. And thank you for all of your input, friends.
That is so true. Yeah, at the end of the workday, it's baby time. It's baby time. So no, thank you.
I know you're good.
I appreciate it. And this is the beautiful thing about the Academy, Tosca, is graduation, because graduation is, you got access to your credits. You got a couple $100,000 to play with your private entity. Even to graduate the Academy, you got to at least have 200,000 in and upwards of. Some people are a little shy, a little more, a little less, but our benchmark is 200,000. Takes about 3 months to get 200,000 in credit. And then Tosca, me and you, we just start building things. You got all the foundations, you know how to operate, you know just as much as me. You know, I poured everything I knew into the academy. So I would be so excited, because the true joy of life, even though school is great, this movement and learning about it is good, but being able to create and build and go on vacations, go on some nice vacations, you know,
Yeah,
to look
it's
forward.
true that.
Yeah.
You're right.
That's what it's all about. And especially when you everybody starts realizing that every time they spend credit that is dischargeable, they get rewarded. I mean, every time I spend a credit card, I get cash back, gas points, vacation travel rewards points. I get airline points. I get hotel points. I get free food voucher points. So I'm like, and no one can take even if you discharge anything, those points never go away. You always
And
have
that's
those.
the truth.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very, very true. FDIC hit me back the other day. I meant to tell you that I did
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole
Okay.
FDIC process, right?
Yeah.
And believe it or not, the first time the response was like, because I think I didn't address it to the proper person. I forgot, moving 100 times, redoing the same thing and still getting something wrong. You would believe, I see what you mean when you say it is tedious work.
Yeah. It is.
Oh my God, it is
Mhm.
tedious. I remember you saying for $500, I would have asked for more. So of course I asked for more because the work is tedious, but it's so I'm waiting. They said we send it to the next department and we're going to be getting back with you. And so once I get an update, I will give you guys any feedback on what I've learned through by way of you and Patrick. That way we can have some more directions or directive of anything that happened that I will call, I think we call them wins, that part.
I love it. I love it. I'm here to tell you there's going to be a lot of winning. I love winning. Winning is my favorite thing. I'm not trying to say I'm a sore loser, but I love to win. I'm so determined to go be the best of the best. And all of you have that determination as well. You just need some tools in your toolbox, and then we'll all be winners together. And there's nothing better than hanging out, being successful.
Okay, quick FYI, Paul, when you speak winning, now I told you happy belated birthday. You know, Dad's birthday was March 22nd.
Yeah.
I never could beat the man at anything. So you better not tell me about the competitive streak, because you got a competitive streak out the yin yang. I'm out.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, my brother's the same way. He's a big guy, my brother. He's super strong. Well, everybody that's been watching us on YouTube, I want to thank you for joining us today. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. If you have not joined our private Facebook group, which, wow, we're almost at 3,500 members in that private Facebook group, I implore you to join us. But for the rest of you that are viewing us, if you're just like, you know what, I want to see what Creditor Academy is about, and I want to see what their modules and lesson plans are, I want to see what their live courses are like, I want to test the level of customer service and the sophistication of our platform, we invite all. We would love it. I would so welcome it. Judgment, check out our online campus, connect with others in our community. We're huge on that. And I would just be so excited if you tried us out, even just for a month, just to see if it was worth it. I hope that you at least learn something when you're with us, but I'm really excited for this journey, everybody. Once again, if you would like to get involved with Creditor Academy, go to www.creditoracademy.com, and I will look forward to seeing you in Sovereignty 101. Until next time, everybody on YouTube, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Amazing. It's the after hours. Wow, that